Practical and effective parenting strategies in a busy world. You're welcome to Friday Brief with Coach Wendy. And yes, today, that's what we're going to be talking about. Parenting in a busy world can be challenging. But of course, if you have intentional strategies, you can effectively support your child's growth while managing the demands of your life. Because, hey, life is going to continue to go on. And here are some of my favorite 1 to 10 of my favorite practical ways to actually be able to do this. Number one, prioritize quality time over quantity. I've heard quite a number of parents say to me, also, this thing is, oh, what kind of time do I need to just be there? I'm a working mom. Most times when parents come to me about our academy, they always are very concerned about, oh, I'm a working father, oh, I'm a working mother, I'm the CEO of my company. What do? I cannot really do this, every day and do it and just be there. Now, one of the things that you want to do is that you want to make the most of small moments. That's one thing we teach in the academy. In the inner circle, we teach parents to make the most of small moments. Use daily retreats, small moments, meal time, small moments, school drop-off, small moments, bedtime. Use it to have meaningful conversations and connections. Now, the problem is not really about what it is, how long you're staying. I've seen stay-at-home fathers not be able to give what it takes. I've seen stay-at-home mothers fail at parenting. So the problem is not the time. The problem is, are you there with connection and conversations? Most times we're not. Set aside a tech-free time in your home. You can dedicate 10 minutes each day and say, this is a tech-free time. I'm not going to have my phone. Throw it on one side. Focus on that child just for a quick chat or even for a game. Sometimes on our way back from home, the twins are maybe around. Sometimes we're walking into the house. We'll stop in their room, the floor of their room, and we take a quick, game. Maybe you just say, let's just play some card. Sometimes our son is actually with a card with you, while you're just stepping into the house, and you just keep your bag, sit down, and we play a game of card for just a few seconds. And that already gets them to open up to you, relax. And while you're doing that quick game of card, we just say, Mommy, something happened today. I'm going to gist you later when you're done dressing up. Just, you can use those quick moments, the moments where you can, put just something to do. While you're waiting for dinner, you can have a chat. While you're eating dinner, you can have a chat. While you're doing school drop-offs, instead of just blasting that long news in the morning, why not use it to have a chat with your child? Number two, create consistent routines. Establish morning and bedtime routines. Don't just be anyhow. In the inner circle, we call it anyhowness. There is no anyhowness. Consistency is a game changer. I've seen quite a number of parents say to me that, oh, I'm very unpredictable. My children don't know what I will do next. Unpredictability is the enemy of parenting. And since we're, like building our life, mastering it and after God, right? There's something that I usually say, follow Jesus in his steps. And one of the things, characteristics of Jesus is consistency. God is a consistent God. If we're following, that's one of the things that we must put in place. So if you're going to raise children, in that modeling after, right? If you're a Christian, that's something that you want to look at. Now, consistency is what provides security. It helps a child to know what to expect. It minimizes stress. It allows you to spend more quality time together instead of just everywhere. You know that when I'm coming back, it's 8 o'clock. The children are going to go to sleep at 8. I remember those days, the twins. Of course, I'm a mom of twins. And they are 14 currently, going to 15 soon. Yay! And sometimes when we're a lot younger, when we're coming back home, we know that their bedtime is 8 o'clock. So you get home like at about, maybe you get home at about 5 or 6, depending on the time. You just tell yourself, okay, between this time and this time, this is what we're going to be doing until they go to sleep. So you fit into those roles. It helps you to give them the attention that they need. Use routines for independence. Encourage them to follow their own routine for themselves. Get them to pack their own bags. Get them to organize their own rooms. Get them to be independent. One of the things that I wrote in my book, Raising the Independent Thinking Child, is how this can also help you build consistent routine, because an unskilled child is a burden to you. A dependent child is a burden to you. Number three, Encourage open conversations. Listen more actively. When your child shares something, pause. Don't let technology, you see phone, don't let it actually get into the space of what it is that most times we're actually on our phone, we're constantly pressing. But most times you find out that you're not really listening. You're not really listening. The moment your child comes to you, do something, drop the phone and listen. Number four, involve them in daily tasks. Let the children actually do chores and then turn those chores to bonding time. That's a time where, so instead of you just slaving away, doing everything yourself, involve your children in tasks. Get them to cook with you, get them to go grocery shopping with you, get them to organize the house. One of the things that we've been able to do with the twins over the years is to get them to do chores. And in those chores, we're bonding. I remember those days we would, go shopping in a bush market, and all of us, are, singing from the car to the market. And then when we get there, we're all in the market, learning how to do things together. And it afforded us time. Remember, I've always been a busy mom. I've always worked, busy schedule, traveled a lot and all of that. But one of the things I always look at is what do I have in my hands? When God wanted to actually, Moses was confused between the Red Sea and also the Egyptians. One of the things that God said to him was, "What do you have in your hands?" And one of the things that I always say to parents is, "What do you have in your hands? How much time do you have? Make use of what you have. Stop complaining about what you don't have. I don't have time. I don't have this." What is available to you? Is it 1 hour? Make use of it. All right. So create a safe place so that they will be able to share. Let the children be able to connect and share with you. Number four, of course, another thing that you want to do is, this is not number four, is involving your children in daily tasks. This is number five. Be mindful of screen time. Be mindful of set boundaries. One of the things that you do when you get into the academy is that you create a media plan. If you do not have a media plan, the media will use you. The idea of the media is for you to actually use the media. Is the media controlling you, or you are controlling the media? In most homes, the media is controlling you. And that's why we have our televisions on all day, something jamming all day. There has to be a media in the space. It's something you need to be mindful of. Encourage your children to spend time. That's why in our home, we have every game you can think of. So the other day, we were looking through our games in the house, and we said we didn't have the local ayo, right? That's what they call it. Ayo. Ayo. I don't know how to pronounce it. We call it ncho in my own dialect. And we didn't have it. I was like, how come we don't have this game in the house? And then boom, I traveled to Lagos, went for TIP summit. God bless that soul. Somebody gifted me with it. How amazing. The twins haven't seen it. They're going to be so excited. So instead of just concentrating on television, we create times for game. Sometimes we're coming home and then we have a bell that is ringing and saying, game time, game show time at 8:30. Get ready, and then you see somewhere that is written pajamas is the uniform for the day, and then it has to be a pajamas. You see the twins shouting, it has to be a pajamas. Nobody's going to wear shorts, nobody's going to wear jeans. It has to be and you must have taken your bath. So sometimes, just create those, nobody's watching TV, and that's it. People are just there playing. Number six, use technology to stay connected. For those who have older children, use technology to stay connected. Have a conversation with them, chat meaningful chats with them. Make sure that while you're there, do virtual check-ins. Call them in virtual check-ins. Our children are in boarding. Most times we're doing virtual check-ins with them. If you're traveling or you're working late, do a quick video. Maintain connection. Provide a chance to share about your day. Let them know what you're doing. Let them know where you're going. Just stay connected. Number seven, prioritize family times over weekends. Use your weekends or day off for something memorable. Stop doing what do you say? Call it Owambe, right? Over the weekends. Don't just go from one party to another and all of that. Meanwhile, your children are there. Do you know? Newsflash. Your children from age 0 to 18 have only 900 and I think 140 Saturdays all their lives. So if your child is already about 10, you've lost about 570 Saturdays. What are you saying? And you don't even have many. So sit down with those Saturdays and make use of them. Saturdays are a time to check in. For a very long time, my husband and I didn't go for no wedding because we had children, yes. And because we needed to actually ensure that we are bonding with them because Saturdays, weekends were, very crucial to us. My husband was a very busy banker. I was working in development, and it was a lot. So we needed to use something to stay, connected. We used our day offs, we use our leaves. Most of the times, that's why till today we create a standard K, a bit constant K, right? Leave system. Once summer is there, that's a long holiday in Nigeria, we shut down, we take leave, and we spend the time with the twins because we want to prioritize those things with family time, trying a new recipe, cooking, and all of that. Christmas is another time, another opportunity. Since most organizations actually shut down, we shut down, for instance, in the TIP Academy during that time and spend quality time with family. And one of the things that we do is that our Christmas schedule is already there. We have created a schedule as we speak. We already have what we are doing for Christmas, including a football match, and we're going to actually pay for a field. So we're having guests come in, and we're also bringing out, getting out the uniforms and telling everybody this is the jersey you're wearing. So we're still at the place where we're arguing whether it's Liverpool, Man U, because we have some Liverpool fan, some Man U fan. So we're at that place. But it just makes it interesting. So when we saw the twins in school, when we went for visiting, we still talked about it. So have we decided which, jersey is like, we'll do two-man and two-house jersey and all of that. It just makes it fun. All right. So prioritize, make family meeting a habit, right? Under prioritizing family time. One of the things that we teach the inner circle parents is to start family meetings. We have a guide called the Family Meeting Guide. You want to actually get a copy, sit down with that guide and create your family meeting. All right. Number 8, set realistic expectations and focus on key values. What are your family values? We also have a guide called Creating the Family Values. One thing that you want to do as a parent is to create your value. That's why the first thing you do when you get into the academy is to create your value. When you focus on values, you want to distill, right? You make sure that children understand what they mean and why they matter. It changes the game for you. And then remember to adjust your priorities based on your expectation, based on your priorities. Your seasons of life will determine a lot. All right. Number 9, encourage independent problem solving. Teach your children how to handle challenges by talking through possible solutions. Teach them to solve problems on their own so that you are not overwhelmed with their problems. Acknowledge effort and progress. Focus on the process. Don't just look at the result. And finally, model self-care and stress management. Sometime this week, I was speaking on our IG channel, on our Instagram channel, and I was saying that most times we actually parent and we tell ourselves that our children are, the children, parenting is our, it's just, about the children. So you're focusing on the children, you're worried, but you're not looking at the vessel, the parent. Parenting is about you. What is it? That's why that's the most profound quote for me. Is in my book, Connect to Correct. Parenting is about you. How about you? How are you, putting up self-care? How are you staying, stress? How are you managing your stress? How are you taking care of yourself? Till today, my husband and I go to the gym 4 times a week, every week. All right. Sometimes I do 5 times because I'm a gym rat. All right. So, and you see that that's part of my ways to actually be able to stand. You see me stand erect. I'm very energetic. And it's because exercise, self care, drinking a lot of water, doing the things that I need to do for myself is very key and a very, important part of my process. Teach your children how to handle stress. Incorporate deep breathing, relaxation activities into their routine. Get them to see let them see you handle stress. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't begin to yell every time just because you are, a parent. One of the things you want to do is to begin to actually handle your stress so that you can parent better. You can't pour from an empty container, like they say. These strategies can help you cultivate a supportive, connected, and loving relationship with your children, even though you are in a busy life. Do not forget one thing that is key. You need a system that will hold you accountable. So, this is me also inviting you to join the Inner Circle program of the Intentional Parent Academy for 2025. It starts on the 1st of December 2024. The details are all on the screen, and you can send us a comment in the comment chat and we'll send you all the details. Or look at the description in this video for all of the details. Thank you and see you again next Friday. My name is Wendy Ologe. I am effortlessly your number one parent coach.
The TIP Summit is coming to Benin on the 19th of October 2024.
Benin, are you ready for an amazing experience? After shaking up Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano and Lagos, we are finally bringing the full energy to Benin.
Join Coach Wendy and other phenomenal coaches on October 19, 2024 at the Unusual Conference Center opposite Emporium JBS Estate off Badagry and Sapele Road, GRA, Benin City.
This is your opportunity to become a part of the Intentional Parents Academy, a movement that has been shaping lives, families, and futures. Best part, the event has been paid for in full, so you and everybody you know can attend for free.
This summit is not just an event, it's an experience that is going to equip you and empower you for the parenting journey ahead.
Share with your family, friends, and fellow parents. Let's come together and make Benin City the next city to stand still.